Hello there. I know we finished birds, but I was able to get into the classroom and I was able to pull out some of my really good bird books that I planned on reading to you. So you're going to have to hear about birds anyway. All right. Who remembers what bird begins with the letter C? It's a cardinal. That's a cardinal. The bright red bird is a cardinal. Cardinals are very beautiful. All right, we're going to go through this kind of quick. Who knows what that one is? Yes, it's a bald eagle, and that is the symbol of our country. Bald eagles are amazing. They have wonderful eyesight, and these big long nails on their feet are called talons. Very, very sharp, very strong, and they swoop down, and they can pull a fish right out of the water to go and eat or feed to their young. We didn't do this one too much. Ha 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 ha. That's woodpecker. That's a woody woodpecker. See the holes in the tree? Why do you think the woodpecker pokes holes in the tree? Looking for food. There's little worms and bugs in there, and the woodpecker goes and makes a hole in the tree and gets out the worms to eat. That's a woodpecker. There's different kinds of woodpeckers. They don't all look like that. Oh, begins with the letter O. What is it? Ooh, ooh. That's an owl. How many babies are there? Good, 3. 1, 2, 3. Owls fly at night. They come out to eat at night, so they are nocturnal. When an animal comes out at night, it's called a nocturnal animal. We are not nocturnal, although some people do their work at night. But owls have those big eyes to help them see at night. What do you think owls like to eat? Yes, owls are predators. Owls eat mice, rabbits, rats. Trying to think what else comes out at night. That's what they eat. All right, how about that blackbird? That's a crow. They go caw, caw, caw. They're rather noisy and they're rather big too. You might see them around. Crow. Crows like to be with one another. You often see them in large groups. They like to eat insects and grain, and sometimes they steal food from smaller birds. Other birds don't like the crows. Oh, I saw one of these the other day. This is a mockingbird. Listen to the mockingbird. Listen to the mockingbird. A mockingbird loves to sing so much that it doesn't stop when the sun goes down. It's one of the few birds that sings at night. The mockingbird's name comes from the habit of mocking or copying the songs of other birds. You know how Danny and Emily like to repeat each other? Well, that's what the mockingbird does. He says the songs of other birds. So he's a mockingbird. I'm going to call you guys little mockingbirds. There's the cardinal. Which one is the daddy? Yes, the big bright red one is the daddy, and the brownish one is the mommy. Cardinals eat berries and fruit. Ooh, what's this? Yes, that's a blue jay. Blue jays are noisy birds also. Blue jays like to eat insects, nuts, and acorns. They'll hide food to eat later. They make nests out of twigs. And blue jays can be found in many parks, gardens, and woods. So look around. I see blue jays in my yard sometimes. Oh, look. Which one do you think is the daddy? Yup, in birds, the daddy is usually the pretty one. And that's the mommy. She's usually pretty dull. This is a northern oriole, or I like to call the Baltimore oriole. Baltimore oriole. There's a baseball team named after the Baltimore oriole. Orioles live in interesting nests. They weave grass and bits of string into a pouch that hangs from the end of a branch. So their nest is like a hanging bag. I've seen them. They made a nest in my mother's tree when I was a kid. Very beautiful. Everybody should know this one. It's a sign of spring. Begins with an R. Good. It's a robin. We have to see how Armani's robins are doing. The red robin. And look, there's the robin's nest. That's what Armani's birds probably look like. The first robin is a sign of spring. Many robins migrate to where the weather is warmer in the winter. Robins are usually the first birds to return in the spring. Seeing one is a good sign that it's going to get warmer. We've seen lots of robins now because it's nice. Anybody see this bird before? You might see this bird when you go to the beach. It's called a seagull. A seagull. Seagulls build their nests on rocks or in marshes. This bird likes to live near the water. Its strong, sharp beak helps to eat many different kinds of food, including fish, insects, and eggs. It also likes to eat garbage. That's why you might see large flocks of seagulls at a garbage dump. And that's a big bird. That's an egret. What do you think? What letter do you think it begins with? Egret. Yep, it starts with an E. An egret is part of a family of birds called herons. Most egrets live near water. They catch fish, frogs, and other water animals by standing very still in the shallow water. When their prey comes close, they snatch it up in their long, thin beaks. They're very pretty. And last one. Anybody know? It's written right there. Begins with an H. Yes, that's a hawk. Hawk. See, he has sharp talons like an eagle. A hawk's eyesight is about 8 times better than a person's. They can see their prey as they fly high in the air. Then they swoop down and catch other birds and small animals, even snakes, in their powerful feet and sharp claws. They tear off pieces of meat with their strong hooked beaks and even eat the bones and feathers. That's a hawk. I had a hawk come down in my next door neighbor's yard and catch a squirrel. And it stood there and it ate that squirrel right in my neighbor's yard. My son tried to shoo it away, and that hawk wasn't going anywhere. He stayed with that squirrel and ate it. I have pictures of it. I'll have to show you. Alrighty, guys. So that's a book about birds. I have a couple more. You're going to have to bear with me that I just got from school. They allowed me to go into the classroom, so I picked up some books. All right. See you later.